Netflix now does video games. And the question is, are these games any good? Well, I'm going to put that to the test. However, I don't play a lot of video games. And so I need to find someone that can accurately judge whether Netflix games are any good. And I found just the person. This is Ryan. He's one of my best friends and he's a hardcore gamer. But he's got a problem.
I would say that you are the pickiest person I've ever met. Would you agree with that?
No. I'm a little bit picky.
So you are picky then. Have you heard of Netflix games?
No.
Do you think the games on Netflix will be any good?
No.
Do you think that there will be a game that I can find you on Netflix that you'll like?
No.
Challenge accepted. I've got to find a game that Ryan will like. It has to be one game that he will play again on Netflix. How hard could that be? And so I started with the PC games on Netflix. But as I started, I immediately noticed something quite drastic. I'm a lot worse at video games than I remember. Then I tried this Ratty Mole game or something. And I have to say, maybe it's the brain rot in me, but it was a much better game than the first one that I played. Okay. Oh, yes! But then I made one of the most consequential decisions of this entire video. I got a pen and piece of paper, and I started to write down which games I thought were good and which games I thought were bad. And the bad list I was going to use later on. Little did I know that right now. But then as I continued through the games, some of them were so boring. Immediately no. And some of them were surprisingly good. Like this zombie game, Infinax. Now, even though I'm mindlessly enjoying it right now, this one single game would become pivotal later on. And some of the other games that I was trying out, I wasn't going into with the highest of expectations. Oh, it's a story game. That's not boding particularly well. Meanwhile, others were genuinely just unplayable. Like the games themselves needed fixing. And then because of that, it ruins the rest of the game because it could have actually been good. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling this one. But with every game that I did, I was thinking, will Ryan actually like this? Would this be a game that he'd go back and play again? And I have to say, a lot of these games did not fit the criteria. Some because they were boring, others because they were so stupid. But some of these games were making it really difficult for me to like them. And I was starting to get to the point where I was questioning, what am I doing? But unfortunately, the more I went through these games, the more disappointment I felt, the more utter confusion, and the more hopeless I felt at finding a decent game. And then every now and then, I'd find a semi-decent game that would kind of pique my interest. I mean, look at my smile there. Oh my god. This is actually kind of fun. It wasn't that good of a game, Dan. But I guess the bar was set so low that this was seen as a AAA class game. It's giving me vibes of the other game that was just... Yeah, don't worry, Dan. That made sense. And every now and then, there would be a decent game I'd write on the good list. Not bad. But for the most part, Netflix are slacking. And we haven't even got to the Netflix mobile games yet, which don't even compare to these games right now. The iPhone one has a hell of a lot more games than the desktop one actually has. A lot of games on the mobile one are actually successful franchises, like Grand Theft Auto. They've got the San Andreas one, I'm pretty sure Vice City. Yeah, Game Dev Tycoon. And with this realization, I had to really limit my choices of the mobile games. I'm only going to do the ones which aren't noticeably from a major franchise. This is about Netflix games. And as I was yapping here, I was about to uncover something. Oh, I've got to download it. Yep, that is the face of realization. Oh, no. Wait. Yes. Netflix are scamming us. I have to download all of these. Yeah, so all of the games on the Netflix app, you have to download them through the App Store anyways. Oh my god. But I came to an even worse realization than that. Some of these games though, some of them are so bad. You got The Perfect Match. And my first thought was, I think Ryan would love this game. Cocomelon. Yeah, I'm sure Ryan would love that game as well. Despite this bad collection, I had to work with what I had. And my plan was, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these and I'm going to find games which I think Ryan will like. So I started to download a few games that I thought Ryan might like and also try them out. Collect as many stars as you can, right? So, and I have to say, looking back, I look like a boomer using his iPhone for the very first time. There we go. Quite a fun game, actually. I genuinely think he'll like this. I also downloaded this game, where cats make soup. And despite the fancy graphics and animations, that is literally the game. I'm not even joking. And producing carrots. This cat is making soup, but I don't get it. Oh, and this next one was one of my favorites. I can tell this is going to go great. I was having a riveting time going through the tutorial for 5 minutes. 5 minutes! Oh no, I cannot be bothered with this. What am I doing? Well, I'm already down the rabbit hole. I might as well see if video games can get any worse. And it turns out they can. Emily in Paris was by far the worst one. And after that, I had a kind of meltdown. Oh. What the hell am I gonna do? God, this is gonna be difficult. So the only good game that I found on that entire string was Cut Rope. Yeah, I had no idea what to do. My entire mission was to find a game that Ryan would like on Netflix. And quite frankly, all I learned was Netflix is terrible with their video games. But maybe that might be the key to winning this.
I've got a few good games here that I can bring to him. I've got this list of pretty bad games. And I don't want to put them to waste.
And that is when an idea was born.
I've got a little bit of a plan.
And so I got a new piece of paper and I started writing, putting together my new plan, and throwing out my old plan. And now I'm ready to win this thing. I've got my new plan. Now all I need is Ryan. Oh, would you look at that? As you can see, Ryan was getting prepared for this. He didn't want to lose his challenge to me.
This piece of paper right here, I've got a list of video games, which I've hand selected for you to play. Some of them are on the PC, some of them are on the phone.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and find a game that you will probably play again. And if I do, you owe me a pint. If I can't find a single game, then I owe you a pint when we go out.
Oh, high stakes.
We got a deal?
Deal.
Here we go.
Right, so, okay, I've got the first game for you. It's on the phone. This is a game which I think you'll really enjoy.
Yep.
First up is Emily in Paris. And Ryan's first impressions were,
She's requested dating sim.
no, Ryan, it's just a really bad game.
What is this? What is she wearing? I'm getting some mixed signals here, mate.
I couldn't stop myself laughing at this point. I had to turn away because my new plan was slowly working.
Oh my god, I'm not liking this already. This is like your first pick that you think I like it.
Yeah, I thought you'd like Emily in Paris.
Of course I didn't think you'd like it.
I was wearing lingerie.
Well, it's Emily in Paris. It's not Dave in Huddersfield. Are you enjoying the game?
No, I'm not. It's just, I can speed through run all this and just be absolutely just switched off.
No? Okay, shall I give you another game?
But then he wouldn't stop playing.
Well, hold on.
Oh, you are enjoying the game. You tried Emily in Paris. What would you rate that out of 10?
Say it's like a 3.
A 3? Wow, you're quite modest. I'd have come with like a 1 or something. Here we go, right.
Up next was the game Cats and Soup.
Oh my god.
And already he's hating it. I just couldn't stop laughing.
I can't even be bothered actually.
So you don't like it?
No, like, what am I doing this?
I don't.
Just soup, I'm like...
What would you rate Cats and Soup out of 10?
4.
Oh, so it's better than Emily in Paris?
Well, it's got something interesting happening, like...
Cats making soup. This is the next game. Hopefully you'll like this one.
And I knew this one would bang.
No.
What do you mean?
Already, what is this? Discount Gordon Ramsay and...
Oprah Winfrey. So you immediately don't like it already?
Ryan refused to even try and play it. He hated it that much.
Yeah.
Off of that, what would you rate that out of 10?
1.
But this was all part of my evil plan. Sorry, Ryan.
Those were the 3 worst games that I found.
Oh!
And the reason I wanted to is because I want to give you perspective on the rest of the games that I think are good. So that you've tried the rubbish, now you're going to try the good
Oh!
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
This was all part of my plan to give him the worst games imaginable on Netflix first. And then once I'd given him those and he'd been completely rattled, I'd then give him the good games. Because then he'd see them in a much more favourable light, hopefully giving me a slight edge. However, it didn't quite go like that.
So this is the only one that I found on mobile. What's it called again?
Oh no.
No.
It's when you laugh like that, it makes it really uneasy. Why does this look familiar?
Wait, what did he say?
Why does this look familiar?
Meanwhile, I'm just yapping, but Ryan's face says it all.
On the mobile version.
Played this in ages.
Wait, you played this before?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, really?
Yeah.
The only good mobile game that I found, and he just happens to play it. I can't believe this. And he's casually just trying to get a high score. He's mugging me off.
When did you last play this?
Last month.
Really?
Yeah. It's okay, then I stopped playing it because I got bored.
Well, I can't count that as part of the list because you've already played.
I was just starting to realise the true gravity of the situation.
That was the only good one, and you played it. It's not going well, is it? It's really not going well.
Oh,
I was starting to fumble here, and to be honest, I didn't hear a word of what Ryan was yapping at me. So I started to pull out every card I had.
Let's give this a go.
And look at his happy face. He seems to be enjoying this much more than Emily in Paris.
Kill it, kill it.
And even though my face looks worried for Ryan in the game, I'm actually secretly worried for me in real life. But then Ryan died. But all I was worried about was what he thought about the game.
What would you rate that out of 10?
Please be higher than 6. Please be higher than 6.
I would rate that a 7.
Oh my god.
7 or a 6.
No. Would you play that again?
Of course he would.
I don't know. I'd say I'm a bit desensitized by it. So,
Wait, what? But he rated it a 7 out of 10. I'm fighting a losing battle here.
but it was good.
Okay, it's alright.
If it helps you, I'd be likely to consider playing it again if I was
Oh, wait.
desperately bored.
What the hell?
Desperately, which is
This guy is mugging me off. At this point, I didn't have many good games left, and my chances of winning were slipping away, so I brought out the big guns. This was the game that I found really fun, so I thought Ryan would too. And for a brief moment, his eyes kind of sparkled with a bit of joy, and he seemed slightly interested. Maybe this would be the one. Ryan was progressing through the levels like it was no tomorrow, and I was getting ready to cash my check, when all of a sudden he gave that face, like he was extremely disappointed.
sorry, bud. That was it's kind of boring.
Oh my god, no!
What would you rate it out of 10?
4.
Really? It's just one above Emily in Paris?
Yeah.
Either this guy likes Emily in Paris more than I thought, or I'm fighting a losing battle.
When I had a backlog of games to throw at you, I felt more comfortable. Now I'm a little bit worried.
Then as I'm loading up one of the final games, Ryan stops his yapping in his tracks and says,
Jesus Christ.
"What?"
Is this like slot machine or something?
The fact that he's already said that before he starts playing it is not a good sign, but I was hoping as soon as he start playing it, it'd grow on him.
Okay, first off, I'm not a fan of the art.
Never mind that idea then. Come on Ryan, can you think of any positive comment whatsoever?
And I hate the art style, but at the same time, I like it because I hate it.
What? What do you mean you...
I couldn't contain my frustration.
Is there any point in me even... Right. What would you rate that out of 10?
For the love of God, please be higher than a 6.
5.
What?
Half these is very brain turn off kind of thing.
Right, okay. Well, I only have one more game, and I'm not sure how this is gonna go, because I have no idea what to do if you don't like this, and I'm not too confident in this game myself.
And by not too confident, I did not like this game at all. As the game was loading, I decided to explain it to him.
You are basically a king.
Oh, I think I piqued his interest.
You have to decide.
Okay, interest peaking.
There we go. You have to decide, and depending on your decisions, how long you live as a king. I
rising.
lasted 11 years when I tried it.
Oh, damn. That's...
Yeah. No, it wasn't good at all.
Oh.
Okay, so those charts at the top are your levels. So your decisions will determine those levels.
And as Ryan started to play the game, he looked quite interested in it. But I wasn't getting my hopes up. He might like the game, but it doesn't mean that he's going to go back and play it again. But as we were playing this game and Ryan was getting more into it, it actually reminded me of when we were younger and we'd play together on the PlayStation 3. Because the amount of fun we were having then reminded me of when we were kids, which was a nice look back. Goofing around, having a laugh and playing some video games together. We haven't done that since then. And this was a nice reminder that that's still there. But bringing it back to center stage,
I do enjoy that.
So you like that game. So what would you rate that out of 10?
please be a 6 or higher, please be a 6 or higher.
7.
Yeah.
6.
Yes!
So, okay, out of all of those games, this is my list. Out of all of those games,
This is what it's come down to.
would you replay any of them again?
If he says no, I've lost this entire challenge. If he says yes, I've won the challenge.
Yeah, it's fun as a party game to be fair, so yeah.
Wait, what? I can't believe
Is there
it.
any other games that you'd play?
No, absolutely not. Just be simple, Infernux and Reigns.
So that means I won.
Oh damn.
I managed to find a game that you like on Netflix.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Don't worry, I'm just as shocked as you are.
Yes! Oh, thank God! Oh my God. So you owe me a drink.
But before we get the drink,
You've tried Netflix games on both the mobile and the PC. Would you use Netflix games?
No.
well, that's straightforward.
Let's go get me my drink.
And so Ryan took me to the finest Weatherspoons around. and got me my prize-winning Coca-Cola. But really, it was good fun gaming with Ryan. And even though I won a drink, it didn't really matter. It was good fun trashing a multi-billion-dollar company with my friends.